It's like having a family member, except you have to think of everything for them because they can't tell you. You have to make sure they're kept in good shape. You have to make sure they're fed correctly. There's a lot of different supplements you can feed them, like probiotics or electrolytes or things for their joints, and make sure that they're not getting sick. You have to give them their shots. You have to make sure that they're fed all day, the correct type of hay or grain. You really have to look out for them. You have to make sure that they're not sore anywhere. So and then for a horse, like in what I do and some of the other sports, it's a relationship where they want to win. They want to win, and they want to do it for you too. So it's a partnership.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I mean, you really, the women I know, they really love their horses, and the horse gives back to them in return. You know, a horse is an amazing animal. There's so much you can do with them that they're willing. It's kind of amazing because they're so big and they're so powerful. They could just say, you know what, I don't want to ride you. And there's not too much you could do about it. But they have a relationship where they work for you. There's no feeling like it.
And another question is how strenuous is it to barrel with a horse? How strenuous on a horse to do that?
It's pretty strenuous on the horse, and it's pretty strenuous on the rider. I mean, they have to be in top shape, just like any athlete. Athletes do get hurt. They can pull tendons or pull muscles or hurt a ligament here or there. I mean, you do everything you can to keep them in top shape so that doesn't happen, but it can happen. It's strenuous. It's hard on you, too. You have to be in top shape because you're doing a turn at 35 miles an hour, 360. The G-forces are a lot on your legs, on your back, on your arms.
And another question is too, how often do you work out with you and your horse? How often do you for a trainer to do that?
I try to get them out like 5 days a week.
Oh, really? That often?
So we both get a couple of days off, and I vary what we do during the week. Either it'll be like trail riding or some arena work or some, different types of exercises for them.
And what part of California do you, you're in California, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What part of California are you in?
I'm in Southern California, and I'm in Ventura County.
Oh, in Ventura. Okay, I know where that is. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Wow.
I'm actually in Thousand Oaks.
Right. That's a nice area. How big is your ranch?
I only have it's about not even an acre, so it's not that big. I have 3 horses. I have a 6-year-old. I have a 4-year-old, and I have a 3-year-old, and I'm training all of them.
Oh, wow.
My 6-year-old is the one that's ready, that I'm starting to run her pro. And then I have the 4-year-old that's just getting ready to start competing. So that's what I do. I just bring them along till they're ready.
Do you have any kids at all with doing this kind of following your example, doing this kind of sport? Good question.
Well, I have a daughter. She's 24. She did ride as she was growing up. She doesn't ride so much now. She's not doing professional rodeo, but she does ride with me. And, actually it's really good for kids to get into this. So it keeps them out of trouble. It keeps them out of, going down the wrong path of drugs and sex and just stealing or whatever kids do, drinking to get in trouble. The horses seem to keep kids occupied.
Well, that's great.